Hey folks, Smoking Rocker here again, bringing you another cigarette review. A little explanation before I do this video. I had done this a while back, but I had some problems with it. Well, not a while back, it was a few days ago. But I had done the video and it didn't capture for some reason, even though it was recording. So I'm going to do it for you today. Today we're doing, I guess I have opened the pack already. We're doing Lucky Strike Unfiltered cigarettes today. Lucky Strike is one of the most well-known brands of cigarettes here in the United States and worldwide, as a matter of fact. But these were really popular about the time of I'd say World War II. These were passed around in the infantry if they wanted cigarettes. This is pretty much what they smoked. Yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this. Of course, the pack is already opened, and you can see they are unfiltered cigarettes. See right there, it says the R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company, which is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. But anyway, take a look at the pack first off. I like this package because it's classic. It's just old school with the Lucky Strike and the kind of bullseye. It says right below that Lucky Strike, it says it's toasted, meaning the tobacco's toasted. It says Lucky Strike cigarettes. Certain general warning on this side. Thank you for choosing Lucky Strike cigarettes. R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company and the UPC code. And the thing on the bottom, which still baffles me. I still haven't taken the time to figure out what the hell it means. It has this LSMFT, which I'm thinking LS means Lucky Strike, but you know, I could be completely wrong on that. But anyway, we're gonna get into this already. Take a look at the cigarette itself. It's a standard unfiltered cigarette with you see right there, it says Lucky Strike in a small circle. Yeah, it's just a typical unfiltered cigarette, no filter at any end of it, just straight tobacco. The smell of it. The smells really, really rich. It's got a really rich tobacco in it, which I like a rich tobacco. As far as tobacco types are concerned, I do tend to go for a richer tobacco. I like it better. I don't like really sweet tobaccos, which that's why I don't, even though I like Camel cigarettes, that's why I don't smoke a whole lot of them, because that kind of Turkish blend, that sort of Turkish blend of tobacco that they do is a little bit too sweet for me. But anyway, we're going to get right on with this. There's, I guess to see how much different they are, got a pack of regular Marlboro Reds here. You can see that of course it is a substantially bit bigger than Marlboro is, mainly because there's no filter on it. These are just a bit taller. But smell comparison, these smell really similar. Anyway, there's not a whole lot to do right now, except for take this delicious smelling cigarette and light this son of a bitch up. Damn. Of course, you are going to get a lot more harshness and kick from a cigarette like this because there's no filter on it. But it is a really rich tobacco. In a way, it actually tastes a lot like these Marlboro Reds. It tastes a good bit like them. And yes, I am. Of course, you can tell I'm outside. I forgive any noises. Dog barking in the fucking background. Trains going by. What the fuck ever. But anyway, back to this. This is a pretty good cigarette so far. It is a nice full body cigarette. Of course, you're going to get a lot more body to an unfiltered cigarette because there is no filter on it catching any of the crap that's in it. But yeah, that's a good tasting cigarette, I gotta say. I would actually compare that to a Marlboro Red. Oddly enough, even though it's not a Marlboro Red by any stretch of the imagination, it is a Lucky Strike cigarette, but it's got that rich flavor that the Marlboros are known to have. And you take a nice regular drag. Tastes a lot like a Marlboro Red. It smells a lot like a Marlboro Red too. On a standard drag, you get that richness and that kind of that good bit of harshness that you get from a Marlboro Red. Let's see what happens if you take a real deep drag of it. Damn. There's that harshness. You will get a bit of harshness, a lot more harshness than a regular, like Marlboro Red. You will get a lot more harshness in it than a regular filtered cigarette because there is no filter on it. So, yeah, that's a pretty decent cigarette. Now let's talk about price on these things. Around here, a pack of Marlboro Reds costs $5.22 a pack. I already don't like paying that much for the cigarettes because I just don't like paying that much for my cigarettes because that seems a bit extreme to me. Mainly because I have a whole lot of money to begin with. Sorry, got distracted. I think I'm back just for a while. Anyway, yeah, it's a good cigarette, but these Lucky Strike Unfiltered, which the tobacco shop I got these from, this Tobacco out of Pulaski, Tennessee. It's the only place in 2 counties that I can find these. A lot of places that I've found that I go to or that I have gone to don't carry Lucky Strike cigarettes. I don't know why. I guess there's not a whole big calling for them. Which I don't know why there's not a big calling for them. These are good. But anyway, this Lucky Strike Unfiltered, I paid $6.80 for a pack of, so it was almost $7 for a single pack of these. But yeah, it's a damn good cigarette. I think if I was going to rate it, I'd have to give it about an 8 out of 10. It's a good full-bodied cigarette, but if you're not akin to that harshness that you get from a regular filtered cigarette, and there's birds flying around me. From a regular filtered cigarette, you're not going to dig these because these are harsh. You actually get a bit of a burning sensation on your tongue from them whenever you take a drag of them, especially a really deep drag. But yeah, these are a really good cigarette. I like them. The only thing I hate about them is the price. That's the only bad thing. So, what can you do about the price though? Because you can't really fight the price of these things. Because especially around here, they're all pretty same. They're all pretty similar. The pricing is, but. Yeah. Another thing I hate about unfiltered cigarettes is that sorry. Anyway, the only thing I don't like about them is the fact that you'll get a flakes of tobacco in your mouth, and it doesn't taste good. It doesn't feel good. But anyway, this was the Lucky Strike Unfiltered cigarettes. 8 out of 10, all the way across. Good body. Of course, you're gonna have a bigger body because of no filter. As far as the harshness, of course, there's gonna be harshness because there's no filter on the end of it. But yeah, it's a damn good cigarette. Even for the price. So this has been the Lucky Strike Unfiltered. This is Smoking Rocker. I'll catch you guys next time.